crazy. I have this Oracle deck. It's a new one. And it's like, it helps you look at situations through a specific lens or a different perspective. And each card is literally a picture frame. But on the back, each one has a theme or a topic or a, what is it described as? 25 frames that shape our lives while incarnated into a physical body. I'm gonna need to put my glasses on, but this is important. It allows you, the seeker, to remove the artificial barriers we have placed among our bodies, our minds, and our souls. Each card is an actual frame that you can use to fine-tune your awareness and focus on the details that you might otherwise miss while maintaining your peripheral awareness of what is around you. This is similar to the difference between a scattergun and a laser pointer. Frame This Oracle is not going to directly provide you with answers. It is not going to tell you what to do or how to think. Each frame is carefully crafted to inspire you to look deeply within and is accompanied by relevant questions about what is held within the frame. This way, rather than giving you a cookie-cutter answer, you are encouraged to dive into your inner knowing and fully experience the information you already possess on a soul-deep level. These questions engage your intuition, psychic abilities, and spiritual knowledge to empower you and assist you in achieving self-mastery. Although you may think of yourself as being about as psychic as a brick, the questions, when answered authentically and honestly, will lead you to follow your true path of enlightenment and wholeness. Fucking cool as shit. 333 when I looked at the timer. Anyways, so I had an idea of doing the pick a deck, but each one is sitting within one of these frames. So this would be a weekly reading. Technically, it could be for 3 different collectives. But what I did was I drew 3 different frames to look through the lens for each collective. The first one, this is crazy. The first one that came out is ethics, number 14. So if you pick if one of these decks is the one you picked, your reading is about ethics. 25, void. What's the name of my page? Crazy. The last group was reality. Isn't that fucking crazy? Because the void represents like spiritualism, religion, right? Things you can't see. Even unknown science, just any of the things that we don't know. 444. Reality is what we know to be right now. What is real in reality right now. And ethics is like what's good and okay and valid and worthy and what's not. And what do we focus on and worry about and what do we not. And it's interesting how those all go together. Because some of these are way different. Like it could have not worked like that. Shuffling down here so you don't know which was which. Pick a deck. Pick a deck. Pick this deck. Your reading is about ethics. Spirit, what can we show this collective regarding their frame and their scope of how they view things? I guess regarding ethics. Whoa. 3 popped out, so we have the reverse sun. Something is the wrong center of your universe. You're not prioritizing something correctly. 10 of Pentacles. I'm seeing that it is readily available for you, but right now you're not prioritizing things properly and it's delaying that. Reverse Knight of Swords. You're kind of operating in a scarcity mindset from having fought battles and lost before, from having collateral damage, from having pain and heartbreak and betrayal. And in the scheme of the decisions you make moving forward, through the end of the month, especially this week. It's important that you have a clear understanding of where your life needs to be prioritized to be heading the direction you want it to go. What are you going to place as the center of your universe? What is the center of your universe? What are you what is now? Currently, where should it be? Four of Swords. Yeah, it's talking about looking into that last sword. Of where you're pouring into, what you're putting as the center of your universe, and why. And what is your reasoning for it? Is it because it makes you feel like a good person? Makes you feel worthy of love? You feel like a bad person if you don't put other people first? You feel selfish or not living with purpose if you put yourself first? Six of Cups. Yeah. In any situation, in any freaking life situation, for you, it's not even a question of ethics. It's a question of what does the basic human deserve in this instance? What should I cultivate? What should someone else receive? What should be perpetuated and used to heal in this moment? But then it's interesting because when you turn the scope on yourself, if it's something that you need to give yourself validation or love on, the ethics portion, it goes out the window. And it's like you're not even seeing yourself as a person that is worth, or that is, and it's not like you sit around feeling sorry for yourself either. It's literally not thought about. It's just how it is. You've never actually turned the lens on yourself to see yourself the same way that you see the person that you're dying to help. Six of Wands, you tend to, you're kind of pouring too much of your fire, too much of your energy into helping the community, helping people that are receptive to your advice and your wisdom. And that's good. But Spirit is also noticing that you're kind of doing it as a way to avoid having to look into your own pain, your own Three of Swords energy, your own heartache. But the true mastery and true power, 1023, 123 on the timer, comes from understanding all of your power, and that's good and bad, good and evil. The things that you're really good at, but they're not necessarily good. The things that you should be bad at. But you know what? They're tied to some sort of experience that you have as being a human, overcoming some sort of a struggle, whether that meant you had to internally have a battle of ethics of maybe stealing something because your kid needed to eat. You know, snitching about something because you saw what happened to somebody and they didn't deserve it. Whatever it is. Times that you've had to lie or break the law or do things that you take accountability for. You know you did them. There's no excuse for them, but at the same time, you did them out of a basic necessity. Spirit is saying that you can forgive yourself for those things. Those things are not anything to be judging yourself over. That's an illusion. The moon. I'm getting divine masculine. And it's giving like criminal history. Maybe people who, you know, struggle in and out of the system. Or struggle with living with themselves for things that they have done. That they've been accountable to legally, judicially, emotionally, spiritually.
Hi.
You look cute.
Mom, I can put in the small pool, I can put my head in the bottom.
Go do that, go have fun. But when they look at the lens in themselves, they see that other people are worthy of rehabilitation or or that someone isn't those mistakes, that someone isn't the charge, someone isn't their, you know, sentence, someone isn't the crime, whatever those things are, whatever that is. You aren't your mistakes, you aren't your bad choices. They can see that in other people, but they don't turn the lens on themselves and see it through the same frame. And instead they're viewing themselves still as a bad, unworthy, desolate, supposed to be silent person. Because to you, certain things that you've had to do, say, be, think, act on, were bad. And you were aware of that. And it doesn't matter how much you take accountability for it, how much you're in the system, how much time you serve, how much money you have to pay for a fine, how much community service you have to do, how much sitting with God you do. You're still seeing yourself as a black and white of, I did those things, I'm bad. Everyone else gets a second chance. It's not like that for everyone else, but I reap what I sow, but not in the good way. I've made my bed, I have to lie in it now. Reverse lovers. Okay, I'm getting this, and now, so that changes it. So now it's things that you've done in the span of a relationship. Maybe times you've been deceitful, not been 100% forthcoming or true, not been 100% authentic, not came from a place of honesty, that now you're feeling like unworthy, even though you've repented or whatever. It's that now this, you feel like you need to, how are you going to tell? Okay, it's the ethics of that. Got it. Reverse Page of Wands energy. You're just struggling with understanding that you have to overcome this lesson correctly because you want to build a good foundation. You don't want to fuck this up because you know that this, if done right, if done ethically and to your best ability, will raise you, fulfill you in the ways that you never thought possible. You know that. You also know that if you don't treat it that way and you lean into your kind of the fuckboy energy, the wanting to get out of it, hoping no one finds out, lying until you can't fucking lie anymore, deflecting, whatever it is, running, that's, you're gonna lose it. But what I'm getting is that this tower is happening regardless. And it's a matter of when. And it's a matter of what the repercussions are. Are you gonna align your ethical compass, your ethical and moral compass, to build a foundation in that relationship now? 1616? Or are you gonna wait until it comes up again? Ace of Pentacles. That's quite the slow gamble. Do you really want to begin an investment on dirty money? What do you get when you, what's the upside down star? Isn't that the devil? I'm getting 175. Passionate pursuits. Align your goals to your heart's desire. Your angels want your life to be as fulfilling as possible. You are being asked to tap into your passion and pursue projects that reflect it. Take a step back today from something that doesn't align with your strongest feelings. I'm so fucking good. I also want to see what's on page 175. 586. Truth. Do the difficult thing. There is a present situation that requires you to stand in your truth. There will be criticism directed at you for doing this, and it may trigger your innate need to please others. Your angels recognize all of this and ask you to do it anyway. Repeat this mantra: I stand in my truth. Ooh. What do you do? I think you know what you need to do. Discussion of ethics. Ow. you're gonna either have the conviction
Mom,
or
look,
you
I ate
won't.
my apple.
Good job. Oh, okay. Self-expression 182. Be intentionally you. You are being asked to become intentional about your forms of self-expression. How you speak, dress, style your room, and even the background on your laptop are all reflections of your unique self. Be intentional today in noticing your expression and start to own it and appreciate it. Ooh, that's good. I was seeing number 55, so I went to page 55. Number 104.
Yeah.
Where did I see 104 at? There was somewhere earlier I was seeing that number. It was weird. Anyways, 104 is values. Align your choices to who you are. The values you have need to be incorporated into every choice you make. Present circumstances can make it easy to ignore what's authentic to you in favor of a quick result. What were we talking about? Your angels encourage you to take a moment to reflect before acting so as to make a decision that aligns to who you are. So you're going to be seeing 1s, 4s, 14s, 41s, 104, 401. Combinations of 4s, 0s, and 1s. That's going to be your confirmation that that's absolutely the reminder of where you need to align. It's going to be your little reminder of refocus. Refocus. Ethics, bitch. Ethics, bitch. Be an ethical bitch. 2002. Mirrored number. Anyways. Yeah, so that was if you picked this deck. That was 20 minutes long, so.